Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. Good to get a rousing response out of you. Happy Valentine's Day. There we go. See, even my friend here, Bela on the violin, is roused by Valentine's Day to play a little bit more passionately than normal. And in fact, he requested that we play this next song, which is inspired by a very passionate Argentinian tango composer, Astor Piazzolla, just so that he could play extra passionately and open his heart to you. Here we go. Hey, good afternoon once again, everyone. And a special shout out to this guy right here as being a great supporter. I'd like to introduce these fine musicians that I've had the pleasure and honor of playing music with for quite a few years. 20 years with this good guy, Mr. Gary Irvine. Let's hear a round of applause. Put down your sandwiches and put your hands together. Gary Irvine, a fine fellow. This guy, TJ Arco, I've only known him 16 years and we've played music together for about 15. TJ Arco, a phenomenal individual. Put down your sandwiches and put your hands together. Over here on the bass, what can I say about this guy? Excellent taste in red shirts, a fine bass player. I've known this guy 23 years. Mr. Michael Murphy, put down your lattes and put your hands together. This guy here, I met at birth because we're not identical twins, but we are twins. And we both came out of the womb and we looked at each other and we burst into tears. It was very emotional. You can imagine. I'd like you to stand up and applaud for Mr. Belo Raphael Balog. Yeah! That's what we're talking about. We're having a lot of fun being here today, and to celebrate, we'd like to play one of Bela's tunes that he often tells a big story about, but because it's Valentine's Day, he's feeling shy. So we're going to play his tune called Frog, Secret Agent. That was quite a treat. Over here, oh, he just left. Mr. Gary Irvine. You know, he's playing all those great crazy sounds. The truth is that Bela, who wrote that tune, wrote a very symphonic, complicated vibraphone part for right there. And Gary seemed to forgot it today, so he made up all that weird stuff. Improv. That was great. One more round of applause for Gary Irvine. We're going to do a traditional tune that's usually played once a year, either on Valentine's Day or Christmas. And this is a tune called Freylock van der Hoopa. It's a tune that I'm sure a lot of you know and is dear to your heart. And I'd just like to say thank you to that guy right there one more time. You, sir, are the audience member of the day. You! This next tune is really one of the favorite songs of most of the people that live in Southeast Portland, because we took a survey in the Willamette Week a couple weeks ago, and this was the winner. It's a tune called Divertissements for Performing Bears, and it's a tribute to all the fans of the Grateful Dead, and we took a number of the Grateful Dead's main themes from their songs and put them through a computer program that rewrote them and inverted them in musical terms, and came up with something that a few of you that are Grateful Dead devotees might recognize a few of the hits, but otherwise it's hits. Otherwise it's an abstract journey through the dark world of the Grateful Dead. Divertissements for Performing Bears.
And this is the mirror inversion.
The mirror, yeah, that's right.
Just want to make sure it's there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was a tune by my good friend Courtney Allen Von Draley. If you would stand up, Courtney. Big show of hands, big applause for this guy. This guy is an incredible musician and composer. And he also was at the Tour de France when he was 19. That's right. Yeah, a long time ago. No drugs or steroids. Same thing. But this next piece is another tune that my good friend here, who won the 1961 Tour de France, please stand up. Yes. Remember his name, because he's going to ride again. And he'll probably win, once they stop doing all those drugs. So this next piece is a tune by my good friend Courtney Von Draley, right here. If you don't know who we are, we're Three Leg Torso. We come to Portland occasionally, And this is one of those times that we came to Portland, and it's exciting to be here at Portland State University because most all of us went to PSU. TJ, what class are you?
2004.
1994. And Gary?
58.
58. Mike, I know you're from here.
I'm going to graduate next year.
He's graduating next year. A big hand for Mike Murphy, everybody. So I encourage you to like us on Facebook and visit our website if you want to see us again, because we only come to Portland occasionally. So we want to see you again, because I'll probably recognize most of you. This next tune is a piece called According to Chagall.
You have to say it that low.
This next piece is a tune that was inspired by my travels to Romania, Eastern Europe. It's kind of, I don't know if you've ever driven a car over there, but it's kind of crazy. And I'm fortunate that my brother in Germany gives me a new car because he owns a dealership over there. So I get to cruise in this 700 series BMW every time I go to Romania. And so people drive very fast, and they pass around curves, and like 10 cars at a time in the dark when it's raining, and they're, there's like 6 people in the back seat and 12 in the front seat, and they're doing this stuff. And so this was I'm not going to go into a long story about this, but I probably will. So I'm driving. It was a Sunday morning, and I decided to go out for a drive. I was left my wife and my kid back at the flat, this apartment, and so I head out on the road, and you see a lot of funny things on the road. You see horse carts, but you also see fancy cars next to them. And this time I saw a car with its top had been cut off with a blowtorch, kind of what you might see on Scappoose or in Estacada. And but that wasn't unusual because I see that a lot around here. But there was another time. I'll go into that next time we come back to PSU. But so anyway, there was a cow sitting in the back seat of this car, and it was a live cow, and he kind of had his hoof up on the edge. It was kind of a rough edge, and he was alive. And there was a man in the front seat about this tall with a kind of a cap like mine with a big black mustache, and they were going very fast, and I didn't know whether they were going out for a drive or if they were going to the market. And I decided to follow them. And at one point, I'm going to cut the story short. But so at one point they couldn't negotiate this turn, and they went off the road into this cornfield, and it was really scary. It was quite traumatic for me just to watch this happen. And I decided at that point, I'm just going to keep driving because I'm not responsible. So, but this was all in slow motion. I decided that I was just going to write a song about it. So I came back to. We live in Estacada, and so that's where we rehearse, mostly over in Scappoose by Mike's house. So this tune is called Driving Along with My Cow in My Volga.
Here we go. Get out of there.
Okay, we'll skip it a little bit, but before we play this next piece, I'd just like to do a special acknowledgement, not only to all of you out there who came and shared your lunch with us, but my good friends Tad and Shearston, who just stepped in the room. Tad here is a professor, and also Shearston's his lovely wife, and these are both people that I have worked with for years on, literally on the stage in Broadway in New York, on the stage in Southeast Portland, a number of places. So if you would be so kind, show these people some Valentine's love. Let's put our hands together and welcome them. And if you want to learn more about Tad and Shearston, go to the Three Leg Torso website at threelegtorso.com, where we have their biographies up, prominently featured today, and their love story is very well cataloged there. This next tune is a song we'd like to dedicate to you guys, actually. A very romantic tune, Hungarian dance. Oh, please don't leave unless you have to, because this tune, I think, is one of your favorites, actually. Yes. It's okay to sit down one more time. Okay, a tune called Chardash.
Amanda Martin Tully, hosting Live at Lunch every Tuesday and Thursday for PSUTV. Today, I'm here with Three Leg Torso. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you. I'm sure anyone that was here would agree you guys were fantastic.
You're right.
We were here. We,
Right?
Thank you.
we had a lot of fun today.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Well, that's important. Like,
is.
I wouldn't want you to come and have the worst time ever
Never.
and then be like, I never want to come here again.
Right,
And
Well, we wondered if we can come back maybe next week.
probably.
Oh, good.
I don't see why not.
For lunch.
Specifically lunch. Did you have lunch here?
No. Is that in the deal? Cause we,
No.
Oh,
Like, they don't pay for my food. Like,
they don't.
that's why I eat over by the garbage cans.
Oh, man.
Not out of them, just
Oh, okay,
near
good.
them. So tell me, you came up with the name?
It's true. Would you like to learn about the name?
No, I just want to ask you about it.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Well, the truth is, you know, I grew up in England, in Hampshire, and I was having, when I started playing music with these gentlemen here, I had a dream. And this is before the band had started. Don't poke me, please. and anyway, I was having a dream, and it was about giraffes, but the giraffe was striped, much like a zebra. And instead of having legs going down, it had legs going up, and there were only 3 of them. And at the time, we were all on tour at a wild safari park and looking at the giraffes quite a bit. And I figured this must be a sign. So the 3 legs of the giraffe, because it was actually had a birth defect and only had 3 legs. And I thought the band should be called Three Leg Torso. And I mentioned it to everyone in the safari car. And did you guys not agree?
Well, it sounded good at the time, but it was really hot in that stinking car.
Yeah.
So our brains were
And
a
he
little
wouldn't open the
foggy.
windows.
That's right.
He kept
Because he
doing that
couldn't
thing.
stand the stink.
Afraid of the baboons too.
Are you expressing regret
I-
years
well,
later?
I'm saying, at the time it sounded good. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Okay.
Did you do a lot of drugs as a child?
He still does.
I have given up drugs ever since I was competing in the Tour de France.
1961.
Yeah.
You mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
You mentioned that
Yeah.
repeatedly about him. How
Yeah.
was that? Was that a life-changing event?
It was very hard getting up the inclines. They're very
Yeah.
steep.
And there were only 17 of them.
17 inclines.
No. Other
Racer.
riders.
Yeah, no, it's true because there had been a disease that was going around as sort of a bicycle riders. I'm not even going to describe
called a
it because it's
hangover.
uncomfortable.
Well,
It's
you
a
know, I
hangover.
bet you all did better than a 3-legged giraffe would have done.
Yeah.
I appreciate you mentioning that, Amanda.
So,
So as you can tell, we take our history very seriously,
absolutely.
and we don't want to commit any sacrilege to our name or our past. So that's how it was, and we swear to it.
Yeah.
You're in the criminal justice system, so we swear to it, Your Honor.
He's a profiler, man.
So, doing my research on you, you started out as street performers?
Yeah. We did.
We
Right.
did, yeah, it's
Right.
true.
How long ago was that?
That was about
15, 20 years ago.
yeah, it was in the 15 to 20 year range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, what is meestering?
Go ahead.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
knee string is something. Bela, is of Hungarian descent, and one day he came over my house and he was talking in a Hungarian accent. If we're lucky, he'll demonstrate now.
I actually had there was a girlfriend that broke up with me, and Courtney had been trying to get me to go out and play on the street for a long time, and I said I don't want to play on the street. I'd rather play in a theater. And could you back up? And so this girlfriend broke up with me, and I knew it was over, and so I decided I'm going to go out and pick up some girls on the street. I mean, I was much younger then.
Now, when you say pick up girls on the street,
Yes. I mean, like ask them to go out with me, not
Okay,
like pick them up.
just
But I mean,
because I mean, I know you're saying you're from the other side of the pond, which
Yeah.
I know
Yes.
the laws are a bit different over there, freer.
Yeah.
yes, exactly. So I dressed up in my kind of 70s
Disco clothes.
disco,
Your finest attire.
Eastern European. Swinging kind of guy, and we went out on the streets and we called each other Mister. Hey, Mister, you want to go play some music? Yeah, we go play some music. And that wasn't my best, but I mean, my best.
It's like your heart wasn't into that.
It wasn't because I already have a girlfriend and a wife. But so that's how it happened.
So what does Meester exactly mean?
Well,
Mister. Like, hello, Mister. How are you?
Oh, it's like Mister.
Yeah, Mister,
Yeah.
but it's Mister. Hey, Mister, hey, let's go play some
Gotcha.
music. You know, you want to play
Yeah.
some music, and we.
Okay.
Yeah, let's make some money and pick up on.
Mister, do you want to play? And then you say, Mister, do you want to play Camparsito?
Yeah, Mister, we play.
So it's really mistering, but you're just saying
but
it
we
a
call
lot
Mistering.
cooler.
Yeah, it's a lot cooler.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it just sounds.
Oh yeah, hey Mister.
Yeah, hey, Mister. Hey, let's go, Mister.
There's a song about that.
Mister. We were Mister and Meester. See?
Oh, okay.
See?
That's very true.
So, moving on. This has no
Sure.
relation.
Right,
This
right.
is
gonna-
like that movie Memento, in which
Exactly.
the time has no fixed reference.
And it's just like everywhere.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Let's go. I like it.
you guys have played with multiple symphonies,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Let's see. Central Oregon Symphony,
Oh, yes.
Portland Symphony, Pacific Crest Wind Symphony.
Yes. Yes.
Anyone else?
San Diego.
We're going to be doing something with Portland Chamber Orchestra, and what are we doing?
Isn't that coming up pretty soon?
That's coming up. In
I know
the
you have
fall.
something. Oh, okay, because
Yes.
you've got something February 23rd and March 27th.
March 27th, we're with the third. No, sorry. It's
Yeah, March 27th.
Yeah, March 27th. We're with 45th Parallel,
That's it.
and they are members of the Oregon Symphony.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're kind of getting our foot in the door.
So how did you initially get your foot into the door? Like, did you just show up outside, like the back door, and you're like, listen to us
Yeah,
play?
Yeah. No, it was a lot easier than that. My dad's a symphony conductor. So he said for years he's been trying to get us to play music with symphonies and orchestrate our music, and so we said, nah, we don't want to do that. We like being in it, And then we decided, why not? Let's try it. So we tried it, and it was like a huge thing for us. We loved it.
Better than the street?
Well, it's different. We like the street. Courtney still sleeps on the street. And
It's Portland. I
It is
mean,
Portland. It's okay to do
any
that.
alley could
Yeah.
be a great place to spend the night.
exactly. We've done that.
That's right.
Ride the trains.
You have ridden the train. Well,
have.
You know, we do love playing with symphonies, and but we do like doing a variety of stuff, like just playing as we did today without any of the symphony is great. We have a lot of freedom in the music when we're not doing it with the symphony. When you're doing it with the symphony, sometimes when we're playing the tune, we take unexpected adventures and we all follow each other. If you do that with the symphony, you get about 50 people that get pretty confused.
Understandable.
Yeah, so we all of the variety of our performances go to giving us sort of a rich musical life, I would say.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And these guys are all symphony players. I mean, Mike performs with the Vancouver Symphony Orchestra and Salem and stuff like that. Eugene and TJ, you do a lot of musicals, right?
Musicals. sometimes.
Musicals. Gary does a ton of musicals,
ton
but
of them.
also a symphony player.
Sometimes.
So
every once in a while.
yeah.
What musicals?
Right now I'm doing one called the Grand Hotel in Lake
Oh.
Oswego.
Yeah.
TJ and I are doing curtains.
Is that
right
at
now.
Lakeview or the
Lakewood.
theater? Lakewood.
Theater.
Lakewood.
Yeah. I went to school there. Used to be at school.
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
We were playing curtains at Jesuit High School at the moment. We'll be
Cool.
next few
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah, next couple of weeks.
And it's these guys all have illustrious symphonic training,
Yeah.
and as you got to see today, you can see particularly in the mallet section or the percussion section, those guys play a lot of different instruments that are played in a normal band, and they add a lot of orchestral color to our tunes. We take the orchestration seriously so that you get a vast array of colors at your disposal, because these guys are so versatile, and it's an honor to work with these guys. So I've never told you before, but thank
Yeah,
you.
I've never
Yeah,
heard
you guys.
That. Wow.
Finally here. It's on.
Do I get a raise?
It's on camera.
That's wonderful.
Now that it's on
That'd be
camera, I'm being very diplomatic.
So it's like you guys are your own symphony.
Yeah, we are very much like our own.
Amanda, that's sweet.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here. Any blatant self-promotion you would like to do? Because this is free for you guys.
Oh, it is.
So
It's free.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd like to know more about us and see when we're performing again, then I would visit 3legtorso.com, and that's the number 3. And if you're still on Facebook, then I would visit Facebook and
Like us.
like us. Is that what? Yeah, click.
I think people still. It's
Most people are still-
MySpace. It's
MySpace, right? Yeah.
We're still in the Facebook phase.
Yes, we're still for a couple more months.
Yeah.
And YouTube, we've got some.
And you can
we-
purchase your albums on Amazon.
You can,
Yeah.
yeah. You can see some of our films that we've done with Teller of Penn
See?
and Teller.
Just advertise for yourself.
Yeah, Penn and Teller. Have you seen them? So there's some films on there.
There are.
And Teller is what it's called.
Yes.
And Teller 1 and 2 and 3. National Geographic, Training for the Apocalypse.
We do a bunch of licensing our music for film scores. So there's a lot of films that we have music in. Bela's starting to mention a few, and he's got a pretty good recall of all of them. But if there are any filmmakers out there, and I'm speaking to you specifically, Mr. Scorsese.
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 It's like he like once when we did a show like he said Waylon Jennings. Yeah, that was a good one. Waylon.
That one was a good one. Anyway, Mr. Scorsese, we're available. Just letting you know.
I hope they do a zoom in.
Yeah, please.
Here's gonna do a zoom in now.
Spielberg.
Oh yeah, Anton Spielberg.
Spielberg.
We're available.
So you guys are kind of a big deal.
In our minds.
That's what counts.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you
what
make
counts.
it, man.
Well, thank you again. Any last things you want to toss out?
TJ, what do
You've been-
Mike's going up on an airplane today.
That's right.
Yeah,
you
Mike's a
are.
pilot.
I'll be going flying in about 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Well, then let's get you
Yeah,
out of here
he's-
so you
he's-
can be safe for your flight.
yeah. He gets really paid for everything.
Always sounds safe.
That's right.
TJ,
As long as you're in Washington, right?
Yeah, right.
I will
Fly
be in
into
Washington,
Vansterdam.
TJ often likes to close our interviews with a famous poem that he
Oh.
likes to recite.
Please.
Teach, do you want to do that again today?
Once a time.
No, actually.
how'd it go? Once upon a midnight
there once
dreary.
was a man from Nantucketshire.
Kentucky. All right. Cool.
That's it.
It's a pretty.
That's all I
look
wrote-
up
that's
the
all I
rest
wrote so
online.
far.
So that's when you just go insane,
Yes.
and then everyone knows that you've completed it.
Yes.
You should know this if you've done musicals.
Absolutely.
I'm not usually on stage, thankfully.
You gotta know the cues. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
That was a very moving poem.
End scene.
In fact, we might move on right out of here.
Thanks, Amanda.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm Amanda Martin Tully here live at lunch from 12 to 1 every Tuesday and Thursday, hosting for PSUTV here now.
End scene.